Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. Today I will be putting together this lovely spring floral centerpiece. This can go on a little table. I am going to be putting this in my bedroom actually, so I've chosen some colors that will coordinate with the comforter that I have in there. I've used a lovely vase that I already had, and I'm just going to show you real quick how to put this together without having to use any hot glue. We will need some wire cutters, and of course we need an assortment of flowers, and I'll show you exactly what I used. So if you want to see what I did and how I put it together, it's super easy. Keep on watching, so let's get to crafting. Alright, so to make my arrangement, I have got a vase here, and I've got some foam, plus some assorted greenery and some assorted flowers. Now, for my vase, I would normally add the styrofoam in there by putting some glue at the bottom, but I already have some in here. Actually, this is an oasis. This is a type that you use for like fresh flowers, so you would soak it in water, and then you can just cut fresh flower stems and put them in there in the water, of course. Keeps the flowers alive. Look at this beautiful vase. I don't remember where I got it. Oh, it's still got the little spring label from Hobby Lobby, so that's where I got it. Isn't it beautiful? I've had it now a couple of years or so, I don't know if I still have it. Okay, so then this one I got at a store called Ollie's, just some white stems. I want to do blues and white, maybe some cream. I don't have any cream, but I'll go look once again in my room. And then I've got these blue wildflowers. These are from the Dollar Tree. And then I found these two stems for, I think it was $10 for these, and I got these at Target. And they have the beautiful blue that I like. Okay, so the rest of my items here, like these greeneries here, I've got two different ones here, some ivy and then a different style of greenery. And these are from, I think, Hobby Lobby. Found these. I usually grab from Hobby Lobby when they have a sale, so that's where I grab it from. And then I also go to Walmart and I check them. And this is from Hobby Lobby also. Got it on clearance. I think this one too, actually. Yeah, it's got the little clearance sign. So you want to look for clearance stuff also. And these are Walmart. These are their labels. And then I've got something. This might have been from the Dollar Tree. Who knows? I don't remember. But this is just to give you an example that you can just pretty much go anywhere, use whatever flowers you want to use, what you can afford, and they'll look pretty. You can mix them up. It'll be okay. All right, let's get started. So the first thing would be to fit in some styrofoam into your container, vase, whatever you're using. Like I said, this one was already in there, so we'll just pretend that it wasn't in there. We'll put some hot glue down at the bottom, stick it down, and that would be if I'm using styrofoam, not this oasis, because the oasis, you don't really want to glue it down. Once you pour water in there, it's going to be wet. It's not going to hold. But this is either fitting nice and tight in there. If you're using like regular styrofoam, you can either fit it really nice and tight or add a little bit of glue so it'll stay in there. And today I'm not going to be using any hot glue. I'm just going to be sticking my flowers in, but I do want to separate them. So I've got my handy dandy wire cutters here. So what I do is I pull down the leaves if I don't like the leaves, and I'm not liking these particular leaves. I think I have enough foliage over here and in, colors that I do like. These look, well, they're fake, so they look fake, but a little too fake. The green is not the color that I like. It's just not doing it for me. All right, so I'm just gonna cut off my flowers. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use all of these, so I'm gonna cut all of those. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same with these other flowers. I'm going to go ahead and look and see if I have any cream ones, because I do want to incorporate some cream colors into these flowers. These are going to go into my bedroom, and I want them to have blues, whites, could even be some grays in there, and that is why I picked this one here. Well, I grabbed it from my stash, but it's green, but it has a little bit of a gray, almost blue kind of a tint to it. Or if I put it together like that, you can see it more. So, this one also has kind of a dustiness, a little gray dustiness to it. So it'll go really well with what I'm doing. All right, let me go ahead and continue cutting. And I won't cut these yet. And I won't cut greenery yet until I know what I'm definitely going to use, because I don't know if I'm going to use everything. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so I did find some cream colored flowers. This was from a Dollar Tree bush from their fall. They have the little fall label, and I went ahead and I also did not use the leaves on these because they were too, too brown. But the cream on the flowers is fine. I don't even mind these little bits here. On these, I did leave the leaf because the leaf does match up with the other dark green leaves over here, which I might use in my arrangement. So for the shape of my arrangement, I'm going to go with something kind of low, and I want something round. This vase, I could go bigger. I could, pour out of it if I wanted, but I don't have a lot of the main flower here. So because of that, I'm going to go smaller, because if I want to go bigger, I would need more flowers. But I have a lot of greenery, but I'm trying also to not have to use any hot glue, not use any wire or green tape, floral tape. So I can't make anything longer or bigger, so I'm going to go with something round and kind of small, maybe, 6 inches or so, and then come out just a little bit. I think it'll look just fine, and not only that, but it won't hide the design of the two flowers that are sculpted into the vase. All right, so because I've chosen and decided on that, I can go ahead and start cutting my main flowers, which are these. And I'm holding it up here to the side. This stem has 2 branches, see, right here, and then this one over here. I've separated them. So I want to cut this right here, and I want to see, that would be long enough. And the height is perfectly fine, and there's plenty of stem here to go into the styrofoam. So I'm just going to cut it at the longest point right here, just like that. And I'm going to put it, but I'm going to angle it a little bit because I have another flower just like it. And then I'm just going to bend it a little bit that way, and then up a little bit like that. So I'll do the same thing with the other stem here. Cut off one of the little branches. I have this one, and I'm keeping this flower like that's the front. Let me move the camera a little bit. Okay, so now you can see the height here. Go down a little bit. This is about 8 or so inches high, actually. That's kind of high for the size that I'm thinking, but it's going to work. So I'm going to push this one into the oasis. Try to find a nice firm place to insert it in. And then I can decide on these 2. And I'm actually going to cut into the stem a little bit lower here, rather than cutting where the little, this is one little stem here branches out. So instead of cutting this right here, I'm going to go down just a little bit here. Make sure I have enough stem to insert into my arrangement. Okay, I want this popping out the front here. I'm going to put the stem back here, but it's going to come out this way. So I'm going to do the same with this one, but it's going to be going in the opposite direction. Okay, so let's see here. Looking for a nice firm spot in my oasis. There. So I'll turn it around so you can see how that's popping out this way. Nice. All right, that is gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put in what is my filler flowers, which are these other stems. I'm going to take the longest one that I can find, and I think this blue one here. That one's going to go in the middle to give it some height right here. Okay, it's going to extend a little bit further, but that's okay. That's what we want these filler flowers for. Okay, so then I've got 4 left. So altogether there was 5, and I like to work with odd numbers when it comes to flowers and stems. I don't know why. I feel like it gives it a more natural flow to my arrangement. I'm going to stick another one just like it in there. There's actually 6 in here. Wait, you know what? I'm going to bend it out between these 2 flowers. So then I'll put one between these 2, and then between these 2. And so you know what I'm talking about, is that I have this one here, right here. So this goes right here. I'm looking for a nice firm spot in the oasis. Nice. Okay, now between these 2. And then between these 2. have one left over because I like to do odds. And that makes 5 flowers that I've inserted in there. Okay. Alright, so now I've got these. And I'll find spots between the other flowers to insert these. That's how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 7. So perfect. Let's see. Let me put 2 on each side here. Coming out forward where those flowers are. The one in the back here. Should be forward where this flower is. Okay, I want to get some that are directed more towards the center. So they're kind of hugging this flower right here. And I'm using the sides of my vase. These are this side for my placement. But I want them to be next to this blue flower because we have a lot of flowers going around here. That here, everything gets lost. So let's push those to the center. There we go. All right, and now just go ahead and add some more. I'll do one off to the side here, off to the side of the flower. And I'll do one opposite on the other side. I had one left over, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and ditch that, which means I ended up with an even number, but that's okay. All right, so then I'll get these and I'll also stick them between, you know, in little spots here and there. I'm putting this one opposite of what I just did. Okay, I want one here in the very front. Well, this is a long stem, so let's put it in the middle. So it also kind of hugs this blue flower here. Here's another long stem, but you know what? It's missing a flower here, so I'm going to take one from a little short one and replace it on this one. So I can use this one in the middle here. Let me find a spot where I can stick it in. There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to put flowers, more of these beigey ones, anywhere I see a little spot where I feel like I need some of this color, and anyone over here. This one's only got one flower in it, but I could use it right here. That's okay. At this point, you know, there's so many little flowers in there, we're not really keeping count. We're just filling our spaces, okay? Just filling in, you know, the areas where there's no flowers, making sure our colors are nicely, you know, spread out. All right, so now I want to use this main greenery. This is the greenery that I really want in this arrangement because I love the color. So I think I'm going to use all of this. I'll go ahead and cut it off the stem. Make sure I remove the price tag, a little sticker here. And then I'll find the longest one, which is going to go in the center of my arrangement. So let me cut these out. I think I want to use these as well. So I'll be probably cutting those. So we'll get to those in a minute. Let's go ahead and cut this one and insert it into our arrangement. Okay, so I've cut them out. I've decided that this is probably the longest bit. I need a good amount of stem to go in there, so I'm going to have to sacrifice this one here. And I'll go ahead and sacrifice this other one just to make sure that I have enough piece of a stem to stick it to my foam. And this will go right in the middle. And I'm just going to intertwine this blue flower on there. That looks good. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was 7 pieces. So I've got kind of these 2 long or 4 longer ones, and then I've got 2 shorter ones. So I'm going to fill in. This is the front of it, so I want to bring some length this way. I'll put some long ones on each side. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. I'll save these 2, and I'm going to grab the 2 shorter ones. I'm actually going to sacrifice this little bit so I have enough stem to put into my styrofoam. Oh, look at this, you guys. So this is filling up really well. So what I did is I put the long ones coming out the sides, and then I put some short ones coming out what I consider the fronts, which are these 2 flowers. And then the other 2 long ones, I just stuck them, you know, up here, a little bit higher than these. Just a little bit higher to give some green here, balance everything out. And I want you to look at it, you know, we'll turn it around. Now, this was supposed to be round, and this is kind of turning out almost kind of a triangular swag looking arrangement, and it's fine because I'm going to be putting this on top of a dresser in my bedroom, and it's a big tall dresser. Okay, I wanted to use this greenery, but then I remembered I do also have this one, and this is kind of short to put in the middle. You know what I'm going to do on this one? I take off the label first, but I'm going to leave this center one on this stem. I'm going to just take off the others off of here, and I happen to have 4, so that gives me 5. I'm going to leave this one on this long stem so I can go ahead and put it in the middle, and I have that beautiful sage or grayish green tone up here. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I can just stick these wherever I want. So I'm going to stick 2 here, and I'm going to bend them out a little bit. This was not really hitting styrofoam or foam. Remember, we want to be using styrofoam, so I'm using the word styrofoam. Do not get distracted by the fact that I'm using an Oasis. I'm just using right now for the purposes of the video what I have. The only thing I went to buy was these blue flowers, and these, I was at Ollie's, so I got these little white ones to fill. This looks really good already. This one's not really holding on. I can tell that it's bobbing around. Okay, this looks really good already. I don't think I need to add any more. I had tons of greens, but remember I said I don't want to cut them because I don't know if I'm going to use them. So I had brought out these and the ivy and some extras over here that are really pretty. Actually, I have more of this kind of grayish green, and I have 2 pieces, which is great. I can use those in there, and you know what? That means that would be enough because my arrangement is really nice and full. These are kind of wanting to go. Oops, I've already got one here, so let's put that right in there in the middle. Just gotta look for a spot to stick it in there. There it goes. Okay. And I don't want it to be too crowded. You want to look at your arrangement, and you want to move your flowers around. Make sure that everything is spaced. They're not too crowded, but at the same time, you don't have too much on one side and not on the other. So you might have to maybe pull something up and move it in a different location. You might have to push things in a little bit further, which is what I'm doing with this one because it's sticking out a little too much. My arrangement is kind of leading back this way a little bit, so I'm pushing it forward and just letting what's supposed to stick out. And that looks really balanced, looks really well. I also want to be able to not put too much into my arrangement that, let's say a little butterfly decides to come around, and there has to be space for the little pretend, our little fantasy butterfly to fly around our arrangement and get into all those little flowers. So we don't want to bunch things and have things to be, like super tight with so much more in there. Like if I was to put more greenery, it's going to bunch flowers together. And we want to give our bees and our butterflies room to frolic, if you will. They're going to frolic in the flowers. All right, there we go. And there we go, the finished floral arrangement. Beautiful centerpiece. It is round if you look at it from the top, but on the sides it does sort of kind of stick out a little bit, and that's okay. And I am very happy with my arrangement. I think it looks absolutely beautiful, so I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up, and I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up. There we go. If you haven't already subscribed and you're liking the content of this video, please hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you leave a kind comment down below. Let me know what you think of my project today. If you have any ideas of what else you'd like to see, let me know. And that is it for today. Thank you all so very much for watching, and as always, enjoy.